Hello everyone, I am Srisha. Welcome back to Creative Math 07. Today, in this video, let's learn about what a curve is and explore the different types of curves. Let's get started. What is a curve? A curve is a continuous and smooth flowing line without any sharp turns. If you observe the screen, you can see how a curve is drawn in different ways. And also, a curve bends and changes its direction at least once. The image displayed is an example of a curve. It shows a road with a curve. We can find different types of curves in our daily life, like bridges, sidewalks, roads, the shape of a boat, flowers, leaves, petals, etc. Now moving to the next. Is a straight line considered a curve? Why? So this is how a curve looks. And this is a straight line. Just now we have come across what a curve is. So what is a curve? It can bend or change direction. Then what about a straight line? It doesn't bend or change direction, but they are still continuous, which is why they are technically considered as a curve in geometry. For suppose, if someone asks you whether a straight line is a curve, then you may answer like this. In mathematical perspective, a straight line can be considered a special type of curve with zero curvature, which means no bending. But when it comes to everyday usage, in common language, people typically think of a curve as something that bends or changes direction. So, a straight line is not usually called a curve. Let's continue. Is a circle considered a curve? So, this is the shape of a circle. Even though a circle looks like a round shape, it is a curve because it is a smooth, continuous line that bends in the same way all around. So, a circle is just a special kind of curve. Now, let us continue with types of curves. We have different types of curves. Let us see one by one. What is an upward curve? A curve that turns in the upward direction is called an upward curve. If you look at the screen, you can find some examples of an upward curve. The image displayed is an example of an upward curve. People are climbing the hill. An upward curve is also known as a concave upward curve or convex downward curve. Concave upward. This term describes a curve that opens upwards like a U shape. Convex downward. This term describes a curve that appears to be hollowed out or inverted U shape. By looking at the shapes, you can find the difference between concave upward and convex downward. Now let us move to the next type. What is a downward curve? A curve that turns in the downward direction is called a downward curve. If you observe the screen, you can see how a downward curve is drawn in different ways. It is also known as a concave downward curve or a convex upward curve. Now, let us move to the next type of curve. What is an open curve? An open curve does not form a closed shape and it has two endpoints. If you observe the screen, you can see how an open curve is drawn in different ways. The image displayed is a roller coaster, which is an example of an open curve. Let us see the next type. What is a closed curve? A closed curve is one that forms a complete loop, meaning it starts and ends at the same point. For example, the English alphabet O is a closed curve. The clock is an example of closed curve. So, if you observe the screen, you can see different examples of closed curves. What is a simple curve? A simple curve changes direction but does not cross itself while changing direction. You can see two types of simple curves: closed simple curve and open simple curve. If you observe the screen, you can see how a closed simple curve and an open simple curve are drawn. Let's continue with the next type. What is a non-simple curve? A curve that crosses itself is called a non-simple curve. You can see two types of non-simple curves: non-simple open curve and non-simple closed curve. If you observe the screen, you can see how a non-simple open curve and a non-simple closed curve are drawn. In this video, we have explored what a curve is And also, we have learned about different types of curves like open curve, closed curve, upward curve, downward curve, simple and non-simple curves. We have also seen different types of curves in our daily life. I hope you found this video helpful. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more.